Hey guys, it's Zaylee Barclay of ZayleeBarclay.com, and today I'm coming to you with something a bit different than what I usually share, but it's something that I do want to share a lot more about as we move along on this channel. So today we're talking about just how to raise your vibrations. I will be sharing what my kind of routine looks like, or things that I do while I'm working from home, just to keep me focused, keep me calm. If you are a business owner, if you're a course creator, if you're a coach, you know that it is an up and down, it's a roller coaster. And it's so funny because one of my favorite books is The Entrepreneur Roller Coaster by, is that the name of it? I can't remember if that's the name of it, but it's by Darren Hardy. And it's one of the first books I read when I started working for myself. And it was so funny because when I read it, I just started and I was like, this cannot be true. Like, I love what I do and I'm going to enjoy it so much. And I didn't realize what I was in store for, right? So one thing is that when you work for yourself, it's going to be a lot of ups and downs, but it's so worth it. I wouldn't change this for the world. I really enjoy and love what I do, although it is a lot of ups and downs. Some days you wake up feeling like I completely got this and I can rule the world, and some days you wake up questioning yourself a lot. So I want to make sure that I share this because I feel like because of this time that we're currently experiencing, where we have the COVID-19 pandemic and people are working from home, it's a really good time for me to share something like this that really gets me going. So I'm going to share a few tips that gets me zoned back into what I love, and it just raises my vibrations and makes me feel good all over again. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so the first thing you have to do is understand your vibrations. So high vibrations are when you feel happy and excited and you're moving in love and, you know, happiness and abundance and things like that. And having a low vibration is when you are experiencing fear, anxiety, depression, and all of those things. If you are a business owner, you know that it is a roller coaster, like I mentioned before. So you have to be very aware of your feelings. So in this video, when I mention vibrations or frequency, I'm talking about your feelings and your emotions, how happy you are, how sad you are, and where you are in all of it. A lot of times in the moment, we don't see where we are. And that's the first step to raising your vibration. Raising your vibration comes with understanding and being aware of that feeling. I can't tell you how many bad days I turned into good days because I simply decided that I wanted to switch my day around and have a good day. It's that simple. Setting an intention. Now, if you are a business owner, you know that, if you're a coach, if you're a course creator, whatever you are, you know that you go through the day sometimes and you're checking your PayPal account, you're checking your bank account, you're checking your funnels, you're checking your email list to see if anyone else signed up. You're checking all sorts of things to give you external validation. And those things lower your vibration if they aren't going the way that you want. If you're in the middle of a launch, or, if you're waiting for someone to respond to you or sign up for something or get back to you about a huge contract, things like that happen. So you want to be really aware of your feelings as it pertains to those external things. Even something as simple as posting a video on Instagram and doesn't get enough likes, or posting a video on YouTube and it doesn't get enough views. Those things are apt to lower our vibrations. It could even be someone that is around you that has a low vibration, and so you start vibrating on a lower frequency, right? So this might sound like Greek, but I promise you I'm going to share some things that are going to help lift you up, especially in this time of the COVID-19 pandemic. I wanted to share some tips for working at home because we're all in enclosed spaces. So these are a few things that you can incorporate into your workflow of sorts, just to help you get back into a good space and a good place. This happens to me all the time, so I want to share it. Now, the first thing that I do is I realize that I am vibrating in a lower frequency. And I can't tell you how many times, during a launch or something, I turn my entire day around, right? So awareness and understanding or accepting that you are vibrating in a low frequency is the first thing that you need to do. The next thing that you need to do is set a timer. So after you're aware, like, oh my gosh, I don't feel that great. Before I try to figure out what is making me not feel that great, what I do is set a timer and I give myself 25 minutes to do a few things to turn my day around. The first thing that I do is, well, acknowledge, right? The second thing that I do is I say a prayer, because I can't move without God. I can't make any moves without God, and asking Him for strength for me to move through this day in the way that I want. The next thing I do is I set an intention for what I want to achieve, even if it's one thing by the end of the day that will make me feel really good. Now, when I do that, the thing after that is to make sure, now remember, we've already set our timers. So I meditate a bit and I internalize everything that I ask God for and that intention of that successful day, of the thing that, me doing that thing that is giving me that successful day. Now, the thing after that is I get into a mirror and I smile. And I start smiling and I start smiling. And all of a sudden that smile starts coming from inside, right? So it's a fake smile usually. And then I get to smiling for real, right? And then I start thinking about the things that I'm grateful for, even if it's a small thing, even if it's having a mirror to smile in, right? That is so powerful. You have to remember to be grateful for all that you have. Suddenly, all the things that I'm frustrated about kind of starts melting away. They don't have the power that they had when I first started. After I get in front of the mirror and I'm done doing that, the next thing I do is I get some essential oils. I'll link the ones that I use down below because I can't remember what they're called, but you can get them on Amazon. And I love essential oils because they help you raise that vibration for sure. I love using peppermint oil. It increases focus. Anytime I'm going to record a video, I get peppermint oil around me because it gets you focused, zoned in, and it just lifts your spirits, right? The next essential oil I love using is frankincense. I think it's connected to money in some way. I don't know. But for me, I think about abundance while I put it in a diffuser, or even if I open the bottle and smell it a bit. I love that one. Another one I love is citrus scents because that also helps you get energized. So if you're into essential oils, you know these things, but it's definitely a good way to lift your spirits. The other way is that I might burn some incense or burn my favorite candle, something that inspires me, right? Now, the other thing that I do is I listen to something that just stimulates my brain. There's this thing called binaural beats, and I learned about it from a client that I had, but let me tell you, there's binaural beats for focus, and it's so good. It helps you kind of zone into whatever it is that you're doing. There's binaural beats for sleep. It's a game changer. You can even find them on YouTube. So just YouTube binaural beats and you'll find different playlists and things like that. And so that list for focus or mood enhancement. So if you realize what I'm trying to do is stimulate all of my senses and get myself back into a headspace of happiness and acceptance and abundance and understanding, you have to understand that all of this is in your control and it's in nobody else's control. So if you're working from home and you're feeling slumped or unmotivated or bothered about something, these things can definitely help. So what I do is I get music from Spotify. I have a few albums that really give me a good feeling. So Jhené Aiko's album, the last one that came out, Chilombo, is a really good album for lifting your spirits and lifting your vibe. She shared how much sound bowling and things to really just inspire your vibrations of your chakras in your body, to raise them. She actually put those in the background of her music. Let me tell you something, that album can lift your spirits for sure. Another artist album I listen to when I'm feeling kind of down is Chance the Rapper, which is, it's just a mixture of really good gospel, really good hip hop music. I love hip hop music. And so that mixture is really amazing because it's also a lot of good praise music. Also another rapper that I listen to when I'm looking for, not a rapper, what is he? I don't know what Khaled is, but I feel like he puts goodness in the back of his music too, in the background of his music too, to just lift your spirits as well. So just those kinds of albums is, you know, what I want to listen to when I want to raise my spirits a bit or just get a good vibe going. After I do that, I get the cleaning going. And so your cleaning products help your vibration to, you know, first of all, get up there. I'm not saying use crazy heavy scents because we know that's not good for us, but, you know, clean your home, open the windows, get some air, put the air on, like get some air, you know, set a timer and move around. If you still have time remaining on your 25-minute timer after doing all these things, get that going. You know, get going with that. Really get that going. One thing that I forgot to mention, on top of having a clean space, that definitely lifts your vibe. The other thing is to write. Write your feelings. The other day I was feeling really down about the entire COVID-19 situation, and I wrote a heartfelt newsletter to my email list, and writing that definitely put me back in a headspace that I was really happy to be in. If you're not on my email list, you can join by clicking the link down below. I'll link that down below. But that was something that, because I write heart to heart to my email list, so that was something that definitely made a whole difference for me, just getting all of my thoughts and feelings about it out. Maybe I'll make a video about how I really feel about the situation, especially where it pertains to business and business owners and people being sensitive about the situation and people shaming other people and all those things. But that definitely helps. So write your feelings out, process your feelings. I remember when I was around 10 years old, my aunt actually bought me a journal and taught me how to write and put my feelings out there. So I always tell her thank you for that, because that started my writing journey. So I want you to think about all these things, all these tools that you have that can raise your vibrations and just take you away from the space that you were in. You can turn your day around no matter what is going on or what's happening. I know when you're launching a product, it can get tough. Launching a course, it can get tough. Not getting the feedback that you want or you dream of, or, you know, so many things like that. But just remember that you can control things internally and that God is always in control. And darling, I will see you guys in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, definitely let me know down below. Let me know what video you want to see next from me. And if you've gotten this far, you should definitely subscribe, like, and click that notification bell so that you can be updated anytime I upload something. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.